Here he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong, Cassidy, here he comes. Dust, trail, dust, mile, my home is the range, and I love on my side. Ride along on the road that is free. My gun on my thigh and my roll under me. Oh, trail dust on the plain where the sun shines so bright, and you seldom see rain, and the whole beats resound in the land that is just, and I'll always feel the same about that old trail dust.
Empty pens. Empty cars. Hungry people. I sure wish some beef had come in.
Well, I guess the buyers are having trouble gathering herds.
No cattle are leaving here until we get a fair price for them.
But, gentlemen, you can't let the mere matter of profit stand in the way when people are starving to death. You all have plenty of cattle to send up north.
Now, we ain't sending no trail herds out till the going's easier.
That isn't the reason.
All right, mister. Since you know so much, you might as well have the rest. For years, you folks in the East have been sitting in the driver's seat. We had to take what you offered. Now it's our turn. And the more folks are hungry, the more money they'll pay.
Yeah, and I reckon the rest of us feel the same way about things. Don't we, men?
Sure, that's what we're sticking together for.
But, gentlemen, the relief committee can't pay the price that you ask.
Then the relief committee can't do no business with us.
But you don't understand the circumstances. Over the dry spell, the crops are all ruined, dry water holes, cattle dying right and left.
You mean to say folks are going hungry?
Oh, there's food with those that have money to buy it with, but the dry spell up north has made paupers of hundreds of them.
We only got 50 head. That ain't very many, but you're sure welcome to them.
Well, that's mighty fine of you, but the relief committee can't pay you for them until you deliver them in Plainsville.
That's all right with me. They'll be delivered.
I believe they will. Thanks.
No thanks necessary. I've been hungry myself.
Me too. Shucks, Hoppy. Tain't hardly worthwhile trailing our herd north. Why, 50 head wouldn't be a drop in the bucket.
Oh, I ain't figuring on starting out with just 50 head, Windy. Probably plenty of folks around here feel the same way about hungry people as we do.
Hey, Hoppy, I bet you Red and Hank could throw their herd in with us.
Sure. Well, what are you waiting for? Get going.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
You too, Windy.
Yeah, you're darn tootin'. So me and Cassidy gets the idea of rounding up all the small herds and driving them north. Folks got eats, you know. Are you with us?
Tell Cassidy can count me in. How about you, Lanky?
You stand for me, Red.
You got 300 head, Hank. That'd come in mighty handy. Are you with us?
Just you ought to know, Johnny. I'm with Hoppy no matter what he does.
Thanks, Hank. I'll see you later.
Hey, Tex. Some fella named Cassidy's got a big trail herd rounded up over at Verde County, just about ready to start north.
Well, I know it. I knew it 2 days ago. That's why I had Borden round up our herd.
Well, it won't do us much good if he gets to Plainsville ahead of us. Just about knock the bottom out of our market.
Well, maybe this Cassidy fellow won't get to Plainsville at all.
Red, you and Lanky better take the drag at the start.
Just you say, Hoppy.
You ride herd on the cabbie, George.
Well, that takes care of everything but the points, Hoppy. I reckon you and me can handle them.
That's going to be pretty tough up there, Wendy. Kind of figured on Johnny for that job.
What am I going wrong for? Just for the ride?
We're mighty short-handed, Hoppy. Somebody's got to do the cooking.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Hey, Mr. Cassidy. If you're short-handed, why, I got no objection to eating dust.
Well, if you want to join up, you're welcome. But I'm telling you in advance, it's going to be a tough trip.
Suits me.
What's your name?
Tex Anderson.
You ride left swing.
Oh, Mr. Cassidy, if you can use another man, I don't mind heading north either.
What's your name?
Joe Wilson.
You ride right swing. All right, boys, let's get the herd started.
I can't folks for coming here looking for something to eat, but we can't feed the whole countryside.
We can't take care of those that are here for more than a few days.
Bob, I got a pretty tough job for you.
What is it, Tom?
Get on the trail. Find a herd headed for Plainsville and hurry them up.
I'm on my way.
I reckon Cassidy's driving him as hard as he can. It ain't no picnic bringing a herd in here with all them water holes gone dry.
I realize that. But there's a mighty fine bunch of men with that outfit. Folks that string with Hopalong Cassidy are pretty hard to discourage.
This cattle is sure losing weight pretty fast, Hoppy.
Yeah, beef ain't going to do hungry folks much good if we don't get to grazing in water pretty quick. Closing on the swing here, Lanky.
This herd headed for Plainsville?
Oh, must be the herd behind us. We're headed for Canada.
You want to sell your herd?
I'm sorry, but this herd's sold.
So long.
So long, boy. No, not this trip. We're headed for Montana. Range stock.
Who's behind you?
I don't know.
Oh, see you later.
Well, I'm going about as fast as I can, considering.
Who's behind you?
That must be the Circle T. Guess they're about 20 miles back.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, Tex. Take over the drag.
What's the matter? Can nobody else in this outfit eat dust but me?
Do like I tell you. Take over the point. I'm going up and meet the kids.
I hope there's enough water for the cattle in that creek.
Well, if there ain't, I'll signal. You can make them go around.
There's a puddle in the creek bed about 80 yards around the bend. It's dry every place else.
Enough for the horses?
Just about. Hadn't I better ride over and tell Skinny?
Yeah, and pass the word to Windy to get there first and fill his water barrel. Tell him if he rounds that water...
I'll break his neck.
You better take it a little bit easy, kid. Windy's just about to do a little breaking himself.
I never had so much dust as I've had on this trip.
Well, Wendy, it's sure better than your grub.
Eh? You better keep your trap shut or you'll get something worse than dust in your grub. Huh, here.
Well, we got enough water for the horses.
Hope those steers don't get a whiff of what water there is. Might have a stampede on our hands.
Oh, we don't need to worry so long as the wind don't change.
Say, is the cook aiming to get to the creek first?
Don't worry. You're not going to have to drink muddy coffee.
Hoppy wants you to fill up that barrel.
With what?
With water, you long-bearded weasel, there's a creek ahead.
Well, why do you say so? Some of these days, young feller, I'm going to straighten you out.
Anytime you say, mattress face. And don't rile that water.
You know, there's something about you that it brings the worst out of me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wish I could bring out that $3 you owe me.
Oh, there you go again. You think I was going to beat you out of it? Asked me for that money 1,000 times in the last 3 years.
So you disobeyed orders, huh?
Well, 'twas an accident. Besides, I shouldn't be doing this nohow. Outside of Cassidy, I'm the best herder in this outfit.
Yeah, that's why you're cooking.
I got you to thank for that.
Don't mention it, Wendy. Anytime you want a favor, you know me.
I know you. I wouldn't ask you for nothing for the last thing I ever done.
Well, that suits me. Hey, can you handle that alone?
No, I can't. Come on, get a hold over there. And be sure you don't spill none of it, neither. Come on now. Hup.
Hey, Skitty, let him drink.
You darn young heifer calf! You tried to drown me, that's what you done.
Oh, save your breath, Neptune. You'll need it to explain that muddy coffee.
Say, you interested in selling some of your cattle?
Not till we get to Plainsville.
Yeah, I get it. Taking advantage of the food shortage.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Nice people.
Listen, Lois, it might not be so funny if you don't start slowing Cassidy down soon.
I don't figure his outfit will bother us none. Tex is no fool, and I ain't either.
Come on, boy.
Looks like trouble. We'll soon find out.
Howdy, stranger.
Howdy.
Reckon we'll have to cut your herd. Some of the C80 steers strayed. Might be in your outfit.
You got papers?
Sure have. Want to see them?
No.
Well, we might as well take a look around.
This herd's in a hurry and it ain't stopping.
You're resisting the law?
There'll be no cutting till we get the water.
Hey, you might be making a mistake, Hoppy.
I'll handle this. I don't want to see them. Up till now, I don't know that you got any authority to stop this herd, and I ain't curious.
I got the legal right to stop this herd where I find it. I'm cutting it here and now.
I said there'd be no cutting till we got the water.
There's no water till Bender's Creek.
Then there'll be no cutting till we get the Bender's Creek.
Maybe it would be easier for us if we waited till then.
I know it will.
Fine bunch of cattle.
Yeah. Glad you like them.
Well, we'll be seeing you at Bender's Creek. Come on, boys.
From now on, there'll be no interfering.
Well, I just didn't want to see you get into any trouble, Hoppy.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hoppy, you suppose them trail cutters will show up at the creek?
I got an idea they will. Hey, that's funny.
Hey, come on, let's...
Wait a minute, kid. Might be riding into something. You go around this way.
Think it's a trick of them trail cutters, Hoppy?
No, it ain't them. There's something funny around here.
I'm going to take a look around.
Watch your step.
Hey, Hoppy! Hoppy! It's a gal. She's hurt.
Let's get her back to the chuck wagon.
What happened, Hoppy?
She got a pretty bad fall.
She sure is a good looker.
She sure is. A woman in an outfit. Now I suppose I got a shave.
Yeah, I guess I will, too.
There ain't no need be in no hurry. Why don't you wait and see if she lives?
She'll be all right. We'll put her in the wagon. Come on, boys, get on your horses. We'll get this herd moving.
I'll take care of her, Hoppy.
Sure glad to get at that water, ain't they? You better get out and help pick up them strays, Hank.
Okay, Hoppy.
All accounted for?
Yeah, all accounted for.
Well, they've got their bellies full of water. Good time to cut them.
Maybe. Let's see your papers.
They're all in order. One of your brands on my list.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
If you're smart, you won't get into trouble over a few head of cattle. You can't fight the law except maybe in your own state. And this happens to be my state.
Well, you've got C80 on your list, all right. Say, what happened to the trail cutter that used to have this territory?
All I know is he got in trouble and left the country.
Yeah? Well, we got the same road brands we had last year, and he didn't claim a single critter.
Well, that's got nothing to do with me.
This C80 outfit of yours must be right new.
Old or new, it's on my list. I'm cutting them out.
Wait a minute.
I ain't got no time to argue. You can't get away with local cattle that's strayed into your herd.
You and me both know there's no C80s in this part of the country. But forgetting that for a minute. All animals in this herd's got our road brand in their hide.
We got some horses with a C80 brand, too. I suppose if some fool herder scratched that brand on the chuck wagon, you'd claim it, too.
Well, this ain't no time to get funny.
That's what I was thinking myself. All right, if you can find any C80 animals without our road brand, you can take them along. Then me and some of the boys will go along with you and take a look at this span new C80 ranch. Either way, it's your move. Oh.
You know what you've done?
Yeah, punted a polecat. And don't force me to make it two.
You've shot an officer of the law.
I'm gambling on him not being an officer. You've overplayed your hand. Now get out, quick.
Give me those papers.
I'm keeping them. Come on, you're cluttering up the trail.
Move!
Hey, we better get out of this part of the country.
I ain't hurrying none on his account.
Interfering with a trail cutter's a serious business.
Cassidy wants to interfere, that's his business.
If you'd looked like that at the trail cutters, you'd have scared them to death.
Eh? I wish it'd work on you.
Hey, Johnny. You notice anything?
You mean that spot of blood?
Anything else?
No.
I did. Them C80s is written with different ink.
Golly, you're right, Hoppy.
Let me see that. Certainly Cassidy's right. Blind man can see that.
Well, it's gonna be too bad for us if I'm not. All right, boys, we're camped here for tonight.
Do you feel better, miss?
Yes. I feel better, thank you.
That was a pretty bad bump you got.
Yes, it was.
How'd it happen?
I was so tired, I guess I just fell off my horse.
How'd it happen you were out on this trail all alone? You know, this is pretty wild country.
I was looking for my father. I'm afraid something terrible has happened. He's never been away from...
Well, maybe we can help you out. What's his name?
Clark.
You don't mean John Clark?
Do you know him?
Why, that's a feller that we...
Yes, we met up with him last year. My name is Cassidy.
Not Hopalong, Cassidy. I've heard my father speak of you.
You better rest easy now, miss. Don't worry about your father. Everything will be all right.
Gee, Beth, I sure like to wash dishes.
Do you?
Well, for you.
Roaming in the gloaming together beneath a western sky, our hearts are lassoed together with love that cannot die. The trail ahead looks rosy red for two, as long as I can ride that trail with you. We'll go roaming in the gloaming together beneath a western sky.
Rustlers, Hoppy.
I wonder. Come on.
You wait here.
Headed out that way, Hoppy.
Did they get you, Skinny?
Oh, just nick me in the hand.
You're a tick here with the herd.
I'll take the ridge, Hoppy.
You just give me a look at them rustlers and I'll shoot the pants off them. I can't wait.
Why, you couldn't hit the side of a barn at high noon.
Why, you young squirt, I was shooting a gun when you were still wearing...
Oh, forget it, Windy. You'll get your chance.
You're darn tootin'.
Look, the camp's on fire.
It's the chuck wagon. Come on.
Come on.
Hand me that shovel.
Windy, where do you keep that dynamite and powder?
Sit in the front seat.
Johnny, help! Mr. Cassidy!
It's Beth.
Johnny! Help! Johnny, help!
What happened, Beth?
I don't know.
Who tied you up like this?
I don't know that either. They sneaked up in back of me.
Come on.
Why, Dad, burn their ornery hides. If I ever get a chance... Hoppy!
Sit here, Beth.
Well,
Coal oil.
yeah.
What's the matter, Wendy?
Somebody's ruined all our provisions.
I'd like to lay my hands on whoever did it.
You may get a chance before we're through.
Cracky, Hoppy, I can't figure it out. Them rustlers come in from one side and Skinny was shot from the other.
Maybe the rustlers had a little help.
What are you talking about?
I ain't saying anything. Yet.
Meanwhile, we've got something else to worry about. Men can't drive a trail herd without provisions.
Maybe that's what somebody else figured. Well, it ain't gonna do us any good sitting here talking about it. About the only place we can get provisions now is at Wagner's. We can make it up there in about 6 hours.
Wagner's? Say, have you gone crazy after the fight you had last year? You know he's just dying to turn you down or take a shot at you.
He don't know you. You're not afraid to talk to him, are you?
Certainly. Oh, me afraid? You just say the word, afraid.
All right, Johnny. You and Red go after them rustlers and get the cattle back. Lanky and the boys can keep the herd moving. We'll put a new cover on this thing. We're going to Wagner's. We'll catch up with the herd about noon tomorrow. Well, there it is.
What kind of feller is this Wagner?
The kind that tries to get 10 cents a head for water hole charges.
10 cents a head for water and stock? Why, that's like holding a man up and stealing his money. It's worse than that. You didn't pay him, did you?
Sure, I paid him. The regular fee, a cent a head. That's what started the fight.
Boy, am I sorry I missed that.
I hope you're just as lucky this time. There ain't anything to make 'em suspicious, you coming in off the trail like you are.
Where you going?
What do you care? You won't be needing me.
Well, who said it would? You better stay close around because, you might be needing me.
Don't worry, I'll stay close by.
Morning.
Morning.
I want to get a few provisions if you got 'em.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Oh, up north piece. Give me a jug of that molasses there.
What are you doing down this way?
Oh, the boss bought a beef herd in Texas. Sent us down to drive 'em home.
What's your road brand?
Circle 8. Better give me another jug of that molasses there. I'll be back in a minute.
That'll be $30 even.
Say, I could use some of them supplies.
Have a little drink?
Oh, better not. When I get going, ain't no stopping me. So I hadn't better get going.
Well, it ain't my old pal Windy.
You sure you ain't got me mixed up with somebody else?
Of course I ain't. How's your old pal Hopalong Cassidy?
So you're from up north, eh? What's the matter? Cassidy afraid to come here himself?
Cassidy ain't afraid of you. Are you forgetting last year?
Wait a minute. Put that box on the counter. Shake it up. Pick him up and take him out. Dump him in the wagon.
Drop him where you are. Reach. Unbuckle your belt and drop it on the ground. Come on. All of you. You all right, Windy?
Oh, of course I'm all right. You don't suppose nobody can get the best of me, do you?
Head west.
What are you aiming to do?
Shoot the next man that opens his mouth.
Why, if you think...
somebody else would like to say something.
All right, get started. And keep going.
You want to see me make 'em run?
Oh, we ain't got time. Got work to do.
Well, suppose they make up their mind to follow us.
I guess we can take care of that all right. Choose your weapons, Windy.
I always did want to do something like this.
Now they're horses.
Oh, you're always reading my mind.
Well? All right, Wendy, come on. We better get back to the herd.
As soon as I get the rest of provisions and my gun.
All right.
Well, there they are.
Rustle.
I sure don't know much about rustling if that's all the cattle they got.
But Johnny, it's 5 against 2.
I ain't worried. I'm gonna try a little trick Hoppy showed me. Now you wait till I get on the other side of the canyon. And you ride up and down this ridge just out of sight and start shooting.
Oh, I get it. It's a good idea if it works.
Yeah. But don't you start shooting till I get on the other side. Come on. All right, stick 'em up, boys.
pretty good shot, kid. I guess you got me.
I hate to see anybody go like this. Even a rustler.
I ain't blaming you. Expect I had it coming.
Hey. Ain't you one of the gang that tried to cut our herd yesterday?
Roll me a cigarette, will you?
Yeah. Sure. Hey, there's something you can do for me, if you will.
What is it?
What's become of John Clark, the trail cutter? Where is he?
Lewis has got him.
Where?
He's tied up in a...
Where? Where?
Mid the sage and the clover, let me live my life over once again, once again, once again. Take me back to those wide open spaces, where a friend is a friend and where a pal is a pal all along, all along, all along.
Gee, Beth, you look like you was a million miles away.
Johnny, I'm terribly worried.
You mean about your father?
I'm sure my being here is causing the outfit too much trouble.
Oh, why, you ain't been a bit of trouble. Gee, all the fellas are crazy about you. It'd be mighty lonesome without you, Beth.
I'm very fond of all you boys, too.
Any particular one?
You never can tell.
Windy? Red? Hoppy?
Hey, by the way, where is Mr. Cassidy? I haven't seen him around for the last hour.
How should I know? He's always gallivanting around someplace.
No wonder you all like him. I think he's one of the finest men I've ever met.
Well, I can't blame you for preferring him.
Why, Johnny, I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. I guess I can see which way the wind blows.
Why, Johnny, I was only trying to say I could understand why everybody loved him. He's so fine and real.
If you like, I'll go round him up for you.
Never mind bothering. I can do it myself.
Hey, what's eating you anyhow?
Indigestion.
Dag nabby, it ain't my cooking that's done it. You've been mooning around all day like a young heifer calf that's lost its ma. You ain't fooling me any. Heh, it's all on account of you ain't making no headway with that gal.
Oh, what's the difference? She ain't interested in me none anyhow.
Oh, trouble you young squirts today is, you don't know how to go about it to make up to a woman.
I'll bet you had him standing in line.
Well, not exactly, but when I was your age, I had sense enough to know what a woman wanted. When a feller's traveled around as much as I have, he's got sense enough not to go barging in on a woman and saying, I like you. You gotta be more romantic-like. Sit down. Go on, sit down. Now let me show you something. You be you, and I'll be the gal. That's supposed to be a bunch of wildflowers that you picked and brung to me. You see, you're supposed to ask me to go riding with you in the moonlight. Now you give me the bouquet. My, they smell sweet, Mr. Johnny. Now you take my hand. Oh, go on, take a hold of it like you meant it. Now, ask me to go riding with you.
Right pretty moon out tonight. Mighty nice night to go riding.
Well, I ain't knowed ye very long, Mr. Johnny. Now, you tell me you feel like you'd knowed me all your life. Go ahead, go on.
I feel like I've knowed you all your life.
Now put your arm around me. Go on, put it around me. Oh, go on, squeeze me, you know, romantic like. Oh, Mr. Johnny, I just can't resist you.
Maybe they want to be alone.
Thanks for showing me what to expect, Wendy.
Now see what you've done. That's what I get for trying to help you. I suppose I'll be all the rest of my life trying to explain this.
Oh, you're lucky. I'll probably be explaining twice as long.
What's the matter, Hoppy? You don't look so pert.
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking. Fake trail cutters and rustlers and that fire last night.
I've been on a lot of trail herds, but I've never been through anything like we've been through.
Well, I've had enough. The next time I herd cattle, they'll have to hog tie me.
I'm through, too. As soon as we get to Plainsville.
Driving cattle's a man's job. You don't hear me complaining.
When you start squawking, they can hear you on the other side of the Rockies. Why, only yesterday you told me you was going to quit punching cows at the end of this drive.
And I'm going to, too. Ain't 'cause I'm discouraged. Just 'cause there ain't no future for a cowhand. I want to get into something permanent before I get to be an old man.
Why, say, you're so old now you're beginning to fall apart.
Yeah? When I fall, young fella, it'll be right on you.
Listen, old-timer. You start something with me and I'm going to pluck your beard out, hair by hair.
Johnny, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Backing down, huh?
That's enough, fellas.
Oh, well, Wendy's one of my very best friends.
Really?
Yep. And he's very anxious to get to Plainsville, too.
That's it. You know, all my life, Miss Beth, I want to see a locomotive.
You've never seen one?
Well, I've seen a picture of one, but that ain't like a real thing. Of course, it gives you a general idea.
Who's riding herd tonight?
Hank and Wilson.
Where's Tex?
Gee, Hoppy, you don't think that...
I don't know what to think. Stick here till I get back.
So Lewis couldn't get away with the cattle, eh?
No, and it didn't slow Cassidy down as much as we expected.
Did he go to Wagner's?
Yeah, but the herd didn't get through. Kept right on going.
How far ahead are they?
Oh, about 7 miles.
Think we can pass them tomorrow?
Wouldn't surprise me none.
Say, I wonder what he'd do if he knew you had an interest in this herd.
Probably give me a lecture about the poor, starving people who are waiting for food.
And then again, he might not.
Hey, you let me worry about that. Just you get those cattle to Plainsville ahead of Cassidy. That's your job.
Who's there?
Cassidy. That you, Hank?
Yeah.
Who's riding with you?
Wilson.
You seen Tex?
No, is anything wrong?
I don't know yet.
Who's there?
Cassidy. Is that you, Wilson?
Yeah.
I gotta go relieve Wilson.
What do you want me to do, cry?
Come on, George, get up out of there. You gotta relieve Hank.
Ah, he always gets the easy trick. I'd like to be asleep just once when the sun comes up.
I reckon we ought to rig a bedroll on your saddle so you can get a little beauty sleep.
Well, that wouldn't hurt you none.
Johnny.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. I know I made a fool of myself there with Wendy. Well, go ahead and say it.
I wasn't going to say anything. I'm sorry I teased you. Really, I am.
Oh, that's all right. I knew you didn't mean it. Oh, that's just Rover saying goodnight.
Does he always say it like that?
Well, not always. It come from over there, Wendy.
There.
Beth, you better not see this. Go back to the camp and wait.
What's happened?
Mr. Cassidy, something terrible has happened.
Where?
I don't know, out there.
Someone got red, Hoppy.
Who?
I don't know. He was knifed in the back.
Who was it? What's the matter, Beth?
Oh, I don't know.
Stand up.
What's this all about?
I'm going to find out about you. Things I should have known before I started this trip.
You think he killed Red? If I thought he did, I'd
I
kill
ain't
him.
right sure who did it. And I'm not taking any more chances. Wendy, get a rope. Get over to the wagon.
What are you going to do?
There's only three things you can do with a rope, and you ain't going to smoke it.
You ain't got no reason for stringing me up.
I ain't aiming to. I'm just going to keep you tied up for a spell. If you're innocent, it won't do no harm. If you're not, it'll save me the trouble of looking for you. Turn around.
Hoppy, do you want me to take Red's place and relieve Wilson?
Yeah, I guess somebody got to. Keep your eyes open. If there's any trouble, signal with 2 shots. Wendy, come with me.
There he goes again.
Sure hate to leave him here like this. That's Skinny. Up with him.
Don't shoot, Hoppy. It's me.
All right, come out here. That was Skinny they got. Listen, Wendy. Tell Hank and Wilson I want to see him in camp right away.
I see what you mean. You're right, Hoppy. Wilson and I could have disappeared for 10 minutes or so without the other one knowing it. But I don't think Wilson left the herd till after Red was killed.
I don't think Hank did either. Well, I guess that lets me out, Cassidy. When they got Skinny, I was tied up here.
All right, Johnny, turn him loose. Somebody is trying to keep this herd from getting into Plainsville. Who and why, I don't know. But I'm going to find out if it's the last thing I do. This herd's going through if I have to do it single-handed. Do I make myself clear?
That goes for me, too, Hoppy.
Darn tootin'.
Keep the herd stepping, kid. We might be able to make Plainville before sundown.
Sure taking a lot of weight off them cattle.
Oh, there'll be plenty of meat left on them for hungry people. Keep them moving. Now, I don't like the looks of this herd just behind them. They're getting mighty close.
They must have been doing some night riding. You know, Hoppy, I got an idea they're going to try to pass us.
Maybe you're right. Well, they can get rid of that idea right now. All right, boys, keep crowding them. I'm Cassidy, boss of the herd just ahead of you.
Yeah? What about it?
You're crowding us kind of close, ain't you?
We're gonna pass you.
You know you got no right to pass unless I pull off the trail. And I ain't pulling off.
What was Cassidy shooting off his mouth about?
He says he ain't gonna let us pass.
Oh, ain't he?
That's what he thinks.
Well, if we can't pass him, we'll go in with him.
What do you mean, Tex?
Run these cattle right into his herd.
Let's go, boy.
Here comes Hoppy back again. What's up back there?
Just what you thought. They're going to try to pass us.
Why, we'll lose another whole day if they do.
That's why we can't let them go through.
But, Mr. Cassidy, that means a fight. Your men are outnumbered 3-1.
That can't be helped.
If we could get through to Black Canyon Gorge before they do, we'd have them beat. Plainsville's just on the other side of the mountain, isn't it?
About 3 miles.
Keep the herd headed for the gorge, kid. I'll go back and see if I can slow up this Circle T outfit.
How?
I'll let you know when I figure it out.
Hadn't you better send someone ahead to Plainsville to bring back help?
Well, Hoppy would have done that long ago if he could have spared a man.
Well, there's nothing to keep me from going.
Well, looks like we're going to be passed, Hoppy.
Oh, no, we're not. Just keep your eyes open. Don't let this herd break out on you. Hold it with me.
What's the matter?
Give me them lanterns. All right, keep rolling.
Come on, get up.
Tell the boys to keep their eyes open. We'll have a stampede.
Clark, what happened to you? Where have you been?
Cassidy. Well, the men in this next herd over here have held me prisoner for the past 2 weeks, watching me night and day. When that fire started, it gave me a chance to make a break. I guess you've got some thanks coming. That shot of yours saved my life.
Oh, forget it. You better get into Plainsville as quick as you can. That daughter of yours will be mighty glad to see you.
Is Beth there?
Sure, doing her share of the work getting this herd into town.
You're not as smart as you thought you were.
Cassidy ain't beaten me yet.
Oh, he stopped us, didn't he?
Yeah, he stopped us. And now I'm gonna stop him.
I don't think so.
I still got an ace in the hole. He's got to take his cattle to Black Canyon, ain't he? And Wilson's still with Cassidy, ain't he?
You got everything set the way I told you?
Yeah.
All right, then, get over there. Hurry it out.
Hey, Windy, wait a minute. What's the matter? Hoppy wants you to ride the point for him.
He does? I know darn well he'd need me sooner or later.
I'll drive the chuck wagon for you.
Well, much right, Wilson. Hey, I'll do as much for you someday.
Hey, Windy.
What's the matter? What's going on here?
Oh. I told you if you didn't quit wearing them spurs, you're gonna fall off the wagon.
I didn't fall off, Hoppy.
What do you mean you didn't fall off? What happened?
He hit me.
Who hit you?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Why, I got no objection to eating dust.
And I don't mind heading north either.
That explains something to me.
Eh? You wait till I lay hands on him. He's going to do some splaining to me.
You must have had a pretty good reason for...
What do you mean, Hoppy?
Where's the dynamite?
Well, it's under the seat in the wagon there.
You sure you put it in here?
Sure, ain't it there?
No. Windy, we got to get to that gorge ahead of the herd.
What for?
Dynamite in that gorge is the only thing can keep us from getting these cattle into Plainsville.
Why, cracky Hoppy, I see what you mean.
Let's go.
Bunch of dynamite in the crack over that rock. That'll topple the whole mountain down on Mr. Cassidy's herd.
Men trying to stop Cassidy from bringing the herd in.
Cassidy, where is it?
Just the other side of Black Canyon. He needs some help. Get some men. Hurry.
Get your horses, boys. Quick. Hurry up, Lem. Get your horses.
You stay here. I'll get a horse and give him a hand.
All right, let's go.
Come on, this way.
Take your fuse up on top.
Duck, Windy. Hurt bad, Windy?
Oh, ain't nothing, Hoppy.
Keep your eyes open. We'll get him. Come on here.
We certainly cleaned him up in a hurry, didn't we, Hoppy?
You're darn tootin'.
There we go.
Look, George, the cattle are coming.
Well, fellas, my part of the job is done. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your help. I sort of hoped you'd trail along with me. But since you got other plans, guess I'll say goodbye.
Why, Hoppy?
Goodbye, Wendy.
Goodbye, old-timer.
Good luck, kid. Bye, Lanky. Goodbye, Private. I sure wish you fellas was going with me. I got a herd to take down into Mexico. Bye.